Hello, you beautiful fucking stoners and you beautiful fucking witches. Guess what time it is? It is Witchy Weekends time. Yes, it is. Welcome to episode 8. Yes, baby. Are we good? Yes, we are. Let's bring Chicha in. Yes, baby. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, Chicha. Welcome. So we have a treat in store for everyone. Today we start a series. We start our crystal series. This is going to go for several weeks, and we are going to start with, and here is our beautiful little witch Tilly. Hello, sweetheart.
Guys, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Long time.
I know, right? Long time no see. Yeah. So yes, we are starting our crystal series today. We are going to start at the bottom with black and brown crystals, and we're going to work our way up through the rainbow and all the way up to kind of white iridescent, and then we might have kind of like an everything that didn't fit into all the other categories at the end.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone. Highwayman Lily Luna in the house. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So
John McDonald, Gromy homies.
Gromies, hello, sweetheart. Hello, John. So we just made it in time for 420. Of course, us ladies are never on time for shit. Like, why would we be? But why the fuck would we be on time? Come on,
right. Goliath, Stick Bill, Daniel.
It's 420 right now. It's 420 right now. We fucking
shit.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Big booty witches.
To big booty witches.
To big booty witches. Fucking A, you guys.
Fucking A.
Hello, hello, Daniel. Hello, Stick Built. Hello, Goliath. Fuck yeah. Hello, Jackie. Hello, everyone. Fucking
hello,
I love all of you.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Awesome.
So, like I said before, we are starting our crystal series today. Black and brown crystals today. And we're obviously not going to touch on every single one of them. My goodness, that would take us forever. There's so many out there. But, you know, we're going to go through some kind of mainstream crystals. We're going to touch on the basic properties of the crystals, how they can, what you can use, how you can use them, in your everyday life and what they help you with. And then we'll kind of take it from there. If we have time, we'll talk more and get more in depth, or we'll wait until the after party to do so.
Hell yeah.
Also, in the very beginning, I would like to state in the descriptions, we do let you know that we have a Facebook group and we also have an Instagram page. What? We're kind of getting streamlined or mainstream or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay.
We're getting with the time.
In joining our private Facebook group or taking a look and following us on Instagram, the links are in the description below. So there we go. Let me catch up on chat now that I did my spiel. Love the hat, Tilly. Yes. Isn't that?
Thank you.
I know. I love it.
I have wanted a hat like that for years. I tell you what, it's so fucking cute. I love it.
Thank you. I wear it all the time, just like casually. And sometimes little kids are like, "Mom, it's a witch," or like, "Is it Halloween yet?" I'm like, "Witchcraft is appropriate year round, baby." Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't be scared. It's okay. Daniel Jackson is a stoner mage. I love it. Hell yeah.
Do we have a Crystal Daddy here yet?
No, I don't think Crystal Daddy's here yet.
No, I think he only comes to the after party. So yes, if you want to get some in-depth crystal information, please come to the after party.
For sure. And unfortunately, we will not see Madam T today. She wasn't able to join us on our live to our Witchy Weekends today, but we hope to see her back next week. For the reds, we're doing red stones next week. Reds and pinks. We might incorporate pinks in there. We're not sure yet. I don't think we've decided completely. Yeah. It's possible.
Maybe.
I don't know, because there's so many. It's hard because some stones, it's like, is this red or is this pink?
Exactly.
Some of them, I feel like we we should kind of probably put them together.
I think so. I think it would be a good, I think it would be safe to put them together.
A lot of times, I know red crystals they're both associated with love strongly. Both pink and red crystals have properties of love, but I know the red is more of like a passionate, romantic or sexual love, and pink is more of like a friendship or an innocent love.
Yes.
Right.
Not quite so sexual, maybe. Excellent. Lily's like, oh yeah, I love that guy. The crystal.
Yeah.
We decided to go ahead and call him Crystal Daddy. Madam T went ahead and dubbed that name for him. Yep. He got on our last week. He was on our after party as Gemstone Jacob, and it had a great ring to it. But don't you love Crystal Daddy a little better?
Oh my gosh, he's adorable. All that knowledge in that brain.
Lots of knowledge in there. What is up, Kemet? Hello, 710 is oil upside down. Wicked Lee, you changed your name, Tanya.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Like, I know that picture, but that name is new.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, sweetheart. So, you mean my boy Jacob Downey? Yes. We mean your boy Jacob Downey.
Crystal Daddy.
So on that note, Tilly is going to lead us off today on our crystal talk. We each, like I said before, we're just going to kind of skate over good properties, what you can do, things like that. And each of us have a set of crystals that we're going to talk about. Feel free to ask your questions. We have some witches. We have Lily Luna in chat. I'm sure she'd be more than willing to answer any questions that come up in chat for us too. So on that, I'm going to let Tilly take it away, baby.
Hell yeah.
So we're talking about crystals today. So I figured I'd just give a quick intro on kind of the basics or why we're talking about crystals and also why we're going by color, why we think those things are so important. So first of all, basically, from a spiritual perspective, most witches believe all minerals growing from the earth hold some sort of magical property. And we believe that certain crystals, depending on how they were formed or where they're from, can hold different energies and can be programmed or cleansed of these energies in certain ways with your intention or with a certain energy. So a lot of people use these energies to benefit them in metaphysical ways, such as for physical or mental healing, spiritual healing. That's why you hear a lot about crystal healing, and that usually involves just incorporating crystals into things that you might already be doing, or they even have like fully in-depth crystal healing sessions, which get a little more intense. But people find that they're instinctively kind of drawn to a particular rock and may not know why, but it's because these different crystals, depending on their shapes, their color, how they were formed, what they're composed of, where they're from, have these different properties, and it may be kind of what you need. It's like when you're thirsty, your body tells you need water,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
yep.
Sort of like that. So yeah, the colors are really big, the shapes that they form in, and these all have different scientific meanings and purposes. And what we want to talk about today too is how these are related to the metaphysical properties of the rock. So crystals and colors are so important because it's probably the easiest way of looking at and identifying a stone. It's one of the most important ways to identify a stone. So yeah, they form with different colors depending on how much heat was applied to it within the earth, how much cold, what kind of minerals went into it. And the different colors are associated with different meanings and different chakras or energy centers within the body. So usually red colors are more associated with quickness, fastness, anger, emotions like, anxiety, things like that. Whereas we also have things that we call antidote colors that might, if a situation is moving too quickly or if someone's too angry, then the antidote with that might be blue, a blue stone to cool down the situation, maybe celestite or something of the sort to kind of bring a cool, even, chill tone to the thing.
Definitely.
But yeah, today we're going to be talking about black crystals. I think it's a good idea to sort of build up a collection of stones in a few different colors at least. Obviously, you don't have to have every crystal for every different purpose.
Right.
I don't think it's important at all. I think what's most important is your intention and the energy that you put into it. You can definitely work with the crystals that you have. So remember, keep that in mind as we're talking about these crystals today. But yeah, today we're talking about black. And I want to read from my little notes here that I have black crystals and stones are usually associated with transformation, peaceful endings, grief, banishing sorrow, guilt and destructive influences, acceptance, blocking a negative force, and psychic protection. So lots of protection and grounding, things like that. Healing powers are said to assist with pain relief, constipation, IBS, side effects of invasive treatments, and the antidote would black would be clear white.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if we're also going to touch on brown today, I can read the brown to you, just so you can kind of get an idea of what brown crystals are associated with on a metaphysical level. So brown stones are known to hold the metaphysical properties pertaining to practical matters, security, accumulation of money, learning new skills in later years, property, finding what is lost, and perseverance. It's claimed to be helpful for feet, legs, bowel, hernia, prostate, chronic conditions, growths, or degenerative conditions in old age, or panic. And an antidote brown would be green.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so just some nice little information for you to get an idea of just basically the general properties of the crystals that we are talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
Just the properties that come from the color itself. That's why the color is so significant and why we're talking about black and brown stones today and why we're grouping them together, because they tend to share the metaphysical properties that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with those stones, you have, the properties of the stones themselves and how they were created that amplify and or add on to whatever that color property is going to give you. So, yeah.
So many different ways to do that. And because the colors are associated with different chakras or energy centers in the body, there are said to be 7, red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, indigo, violet, going up through your body. And often in crystal healing, like if you feel like you're having a problem related to your base chakra, you would use a red crystal. And ways that people use these practically would, be either like incorporating it into an elixir by infusing the stone's energy into the water, or just keeping it in a certain space, or really focusing, squeezing, or wearing it as jewelry, just to have a reminder in your head of that energy being there. I think that's always a great idea. But there's lots of practical applications for using these rocks for healing.
Yes. Which we'll probably touch on throughout when we go ahead and talk about all the different properties. So we'll randomly throw shit in there. So pay attention.
Yes.
Hopefully I wrote down the right information. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I just said 10 sentences and now I need to smoke a bowl. So
right.
I was just about to. Okay.
A lot of words, man.
Break. Break time.
Yeah.
Break time. Everybody smoke.
Yep.
What are we all smoking on? There's the question of the day.
What's the question of the day?
Or the question of the hour is, what are we smoking on? Chat.
Oh. Yeah, what are we smoking on? Yeah, haven't we? I think I have AOG mixed with some Amsterdam. Getting a little low, so I'm just kind of grabbing whatever.
Nice. Right on. What you got, Kelly?
Called Stardog Haze.
Wow, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty tasty, honestly.
Nice. Let me get you closer.
You can see it. It's like a makeup, like when bitches show their makeup.
Yeah.
Totally,
Oh,
man. Hell yeah.
Don't know if you can see this happy little nug, but
He's
he's a happy little tree.
a happy little tree.
Like Bob Ross would say.
About to get smoked.
You're going down.
Super glue going on right now, and the next one I'm going to roll is going to be a sour diesel.
I like sour diesel. Sour diesel
is my favorite strain. If I had to pick one strain to smoke for the rest of my life, it'd be sour diesel.
Ooh.
Yeah, sour diesel would be one of those. Yeah, for
Like
sure.
weed that tastes like bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like weed that tastes like cat piss, or like sour, like cheesy. Like that's my shit right there.
Hell yeah.
Those really pungent ones.
Right. No.
Right.
So Wicked says that was very informative, Tilly. Thank you for that intro on the properties, the basic properties we're looking at. Sallyman, hello, sweetheart. Welcome.
No.
Daniel's got some regular weed. Helps me a lot with relaxing. Whatever the regular weed is that you got, honey. Cool.
Yeah. some regos. Just got some regos. Not worth mentioning.
What's up, Tony Two Tokes? How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey.
I'm down with the sour too, Tilly. Hell yeah. Definitely.
Hell yeah. I need to pull this check.
That gunk bud.
Cheers for sending the reminder. Look who's here. Jacob Downey, our Crystal Daddy's in chat.
Hey.
He says, thank you for sending me the reminder at Gromy's Homies. Gromy's Homies, thank you as well for sending him the reminder.
Aw, that's so awesome. Thank you for coming.
I love it. That junk bud. Nice. Smoking GG4 and GSC, Girl Scout cookies. Very nice. Gorilla Glue 4. God, it's like kind of a tongue twister, all those G's together, man.
I know.
Thumbs up for Amber, Lalana, and panel. Thank you, Jake.
Hell yeah. Thumbs up to
We
you.
appreciate you, sweetheart. Blue Dream is my fave strain.
Ooh, Blue Dream.
Polka dots is Blue Dream. Very nice. Good to know.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we have a couple of our coven in chat, in case you didn't know, or if you missed my comment in chat. Lily Luna, who you've all met on panel before. We have Polka Dots, who is one of our coven members as well. And everybody give the love.
Oh, yeah.
Holly.
Holly.
Oh my goodness. What a disguise.
What a disguise. Yeah.
We got two of our lovely other coven members here.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Annie M, can't stay much love, ladies. Okay, babe. Thank you.
Oh, but we
Sweetheart. We love to see you.
yes. Yes.
Your book should be there Monday.
Ooh, giveaway winner.
Tomorrow. I guess that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Monday's tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow, so yeah.
Too funny. What up, witches? What is up, Twisted, darling?
What is up?
Nice. All right. So I'm gonna, while we get ready with our bowls and whatnot, I'm gonna go over a list of everything just so you guys know what we're gonna go through in regards to the stones today. Just, like we said, overview. So Tilly is going to talk about some obsidians, kyanite, argonite, and some Shiva lingam. Chicha is going to talk about tiger's eye, black tourmaline, petrified wood, and jet, which is kind of an off of petrified wood. They're in the same family, and black jade. And I will be talking about, towards the end of the show, I'll be closing it out with hematite, onyx, pyrite, and bronzite. I like those ites, evidently.
Yeah, apparently. Oh yeah.
So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick little overview of what we're actually going to be talking about today. Again, like I said, we can't talk about every fucking stone out there. So that's what we're touching on today. So now that we're smoked up again.
Right? I mean, between the three of us, we got 12, so.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
All right, so Tilly's going to take it away again for us.
All right.
First, yes.
I'm here. All right, so let me pull up my little notes here. I do think we should. Which one should I talk about first, you guys? What do you want to hear about?
I would like to hear about the ones that I'm unfamiliar with, because that's just selfish of me, I guess.
I don't know much of any of them, so.
All right. I'll talk about kyanite first, just because it's one of my favorites. So black kyanite, it's aluminum silicate. It is a feathery mineral that forms in shards. I'm going to go grab my piece. And I have to tell you guys, my piece has been treated with iron ore. So it's like rainbow black kyanite, which just makes it more special to me. But it's black kyanite treated with iron to make it this kind of peacock feather blue-green sheer.
Oh, nice.
But I really enjoy the energy of black kyanite. But you can see just
Almost
how
looks like a feather.
Does. It reminds me of a peacock feather. That's why I like it so much in this blue-green color, just because it looks like a peacock feather. But those shards are just incredible to me. Like a wing or something. But it does come in blue as well. Blue kyanite, I would say, is probably more popular. I think I see more blue kyanite just out and about in crystal stores and such. But I just prefer black kyanite. It's really grounding and all of that good stuff. It is rarer than blue kyanite, but I got this piece online from a seller that I know who lives out in Arizona. But let's talk about practical uses, emotional healing, and all that. So it is supposed to be useful for absorbing panic and ability to switch off negative cycles of thought. So like I said, just another really grounding stone. Helps you to forget what you cannot resolve, whether a bitter divorce or someone who was unkind to us dying without reconciliation. So it really gives you a kind of ability to forgive and find just central peace within yourself, I think, instead of worrying about things that you cannot change. The magical significance could be to point individual blades of black kyanite away from you, and this will deflect harm away from you and deflect anything that's kind of coming towards you. And you should name what you need, because it kind of is a good sender outer, if you will. Sort of like the same way you might use a wand or a quartz point when channeling energy to program a crystal grid, which is another great way, obviously, to use crystals. But you can point these little blades, divinatory meaning. So using crystals to divinate. A way that I do this, just because I have a shitload of crystals all in the same place in this little curio case I have right here. Sometimes I just close my eyes and reach in and grab a stone, and whatever I grab is trying to say something to me. And that's how I like pull tarot. Like, I don't do tarot cards, but I'll divine with whatever I have. Divinatory meaning of kyanite means something thought wrong for you is returning and is now right. So again, just peace and acceptance. The zodiac it's associated with is Aquarius and Pisces, and an empowerment that you can sort of recite or think about. An incantation maybe to think about when you use black kyanite or work with it is the stars fill me with inspiration. So yeah, it's been favored by energy healers for cleansing the aura and energy fields and energies of a room after healing. Again, pointing the blades away to kind of clear that energy. And it's also a good crystal for dreams that can help you travel safely and sleep to other dimensions. So there you go. A little bit on black kyanite, which is just one of my favorite stones. It's just one of the first ones I got.
So pretty.
Oh, beautiful. It really is.
I know. Like every time I look at it,
the iridescent look of it, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and I know this one's iron treated, but even just regular old black kyanite, I just think just the way it forms is so unique.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So that is black kyanite, one of my faves. Keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Wicked. Yep, ordering one of those now.
They're amazing. It's my favorite. Yeah, just the points that point away. I just think that's so powerful. What else am I talking about? Obsidian?
Okay. Yes, you are doing obsidian, argonite, and Shiva Lingam.
Oh yeah, Shiva Lingam. Let me talk about Shiva Lingam for you guys.
I like the sound of that one.
I know it's fun to say.
Indian name. Shiva Lingam. So this stone is very special. Let me grab my little piece here. The type of crystal that it is cryptocrystalline quartz, if any of you care about the scientific type of composition it has. It comes in a variety of earthy hues, but usually this is a pretty standard Shiva Lingam, both size and color-wise. Oops.
Whoopsies.
But, yeah. But like, this is pretty typical for size, but they can be huge. I've seen Shiva Lingam stones that are
Yeah.
Like this big. They're nuts. But yeah, pretty typical for them to be kind of two-toned like this as well, with that darker shade of brown and this lighter shade of brown. But a variety of kind of earthy tones in this sort of shade.
Oh, yeah.
They are pretty available. This book says becoming scarcer. I usually see them in most like crystal stores I shop by. It is believed to be useful for increasing fertility, relieving impotence, and increasing libido in both sexes, and easing childbirth. I know this stone is like highly associated with gender. Emotional healing, it says, unites and balances the male and female energies within to create a harmonious whole. Good for resolving gender-related issues and for overcoming personal doubts entering a same-sex relationship. So really good with gender identity issues, things like that nature. The chakra it's associated with is the brow chakra. It is from a city in Onkar Mandata, India, where a holy river Narmada flows. It's the only place where these stones come from, these Shiva Lingam stones, these real Shiva Lingam stones. And in the dry season, a few select locals gather these stones named Shiva Lingam, and they're selected and polished by hand to create these spiritual talismans that are now used all over the world pretty much. You can use it to strengthen sexual and loving relationships by placing them in the relationship area of your home. And I love this tip. Keep a large one in the bedroom and add a smaller one beside it to conceive a child. So good for fertility and gender and sexual issues. It has really great energy too. So its fragrances it's associated with are almond, apple, bluebell, orange, or rose. If you're looking for your twin soul, cast a Shiva Lingam into a deep lake or on the outgoing tide on New Year's Day or on the first day of any month, having breathed on it 3 times and said, "Call my other half to make me complete." So
Wow.
another good
That's
connecting.
That's intense.
It is such a lovely romantic stone. I just
Mhm.
love
Oh,
it. It's
yeah.
about bringing the two different energies together. You can see even the picture in the book that I have here. It shows
the two-toneness.
Yeah, and I've
That's
just
like
always
those two halves coming together, you know?
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Good for sacred or tantric spiritual sex, or for full moon fertility rituals. Leave your Shiva Lingam outdoors, if possible in moonlight, on 3 nights before the full moon. Place it by the bed on the night of the full moon during lovemaking. A divinatory would be a turbulent time will pass and new unexpected positive input will bring calm into troubled waters. The zodiac is Scorpio, the scorpion. And the empowerment phrase that the book lists is, "I welcome my twin soul into my life."
Oh, I love that. That is beautiful.
So that one, I was so excited to talk about
That's
that one.
a special one. Yes, I love
Yeah.
it. With us being Libras, I completely understand why you would love that.
Yeah, it's a cool song.
We love
We
you.
love. God.
Uh-oh.
We do love. Okay.
Meditating with my Shiva Lingam right now, says Polka Dots. Oh, I love it. How perfect is that?
Aw.
Hey, Holly. For Shiva Lingam buddies.
Aw.
Right now, I feel that she's hanging with hers right now. Okay. Black obsidian.
Yes.
This one. Key. Love it.
Yeah.
It's volcanic glass formed when lava hardens, and no crystalline structures are formed. So it's not all pockmarked and divoted like just lava stone that you might see sold. That's usually just called lava rock or lava stone. Black obsidian is the glass that's formed when no bubbles. Yes, beautiful piece of obsidian right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's black. It's pretty common, and it's claimed to assist with pain relief, improve circulation, bowel problems, useful to recover from physical shock, whether after an accident or a trauma. Emotional healing of any kind, pretty much, good for victims of sexual assault, assists in expressing grief that is blocked, especially in children. And it says a small obsidian sphere in your workspace and at home absorbs free-floating irritability and restlessness.
You guys wonder why I'm so fucking happy?
That ends of all that, and it'll just keep absorbing it. It's associated with the root chakra, so again, really grounding stone. Like I said at the beginning, all of these black stones usually associated with grounding in the root chakra, protection and things of that nature. It has a lot of magical associations. There've been we found a lot of arrowheads made of obsidian, made by Aztecs and Mayans, I know, throughout history, and those have been really nice. Grab my little piece here. This is my athame, actually.
Yeah.
My ritual knife. Not really a knife, I guess, but it is just a big old
Oh yeah, I've seen that
hunk of obsidian.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Let's see. It can call for employment or a better job if that's what you're needing. It tends to be a very personal stone, and it's usually bought, kept, and worn all by the same person, not usually a stone that you give away and pass around. Like some stones you really do that with, but not this one. It says obsidian beneath a pet's bed will make a nervous pet less sensitive to being touched or to loud sudden noises.
Wow. Okay.
Huh.
That I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
So too bad 4th of July just passed.
I know, right?
Right.
Should have done this like a few weeks ago, huh?
Dang it.
Yes. It's protective when worn as jewelry, carried as jewelry. If others offload their problems onto you, it kind of absorbs that. So just like, when it's in a room, it absorbs all the negative energy in your workspace. It'll absorb it. Same thing when you're out and about wearing it as jewelry, having a conversation. It'll kind of absorb the bullshit. Divinatory meaning is you have a great deal of power that you can use to improve the situation or relationship if you're not afraid to change the status quo and maybe tread on a few toes. So stand your ground.
Yeah.
The zodiac it's associated with is Scorpio. Again, on this one, just like the kyanite. And the empowerment phrase is I am filled with fire. Just like
like that lava stone. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So I should probably just mention lava stone is when the volcanic rock forms with little air bubbles and pockmarks all up inside of it, and there's also less silicate within the compound, so it doesn't form as glassy of a structure. Let's see, I know I have my lava stone. Lava stone, though, is wonderful and worth mentioning with the little pockmarks because you can see here I have this little.
Oh yeah.
I have a necklace like this, and I have like the matching earrings and bracelet, and they're all just wonderful, especially this necklace and the bracelet, because you can use essential oils to, like, you can use it as a diffuser, sort of, jewelry. So
because it's
the other day, Cammie was telling me, our little Fae, our happy Fae witch, was telling me how she knows rubbing peppermint oil and orange oil, essential oils, in your hands and smelling them before a busy day can help kind of refresh you and invigorate you for the day. So I stuck that on there before work, and I could totally smell it throughout the day. And it just washes out super easily with soap and water at the end of the day, and then I wear it again.
That is so
awesome.
perfect. I feel like I need to get me something like that now.
Yeah, so it's wonderful. Yes, pretty much a lot of the same benefits as the obsidian. It's associated with the solar plexus chakra rather than the root. Magical significance is it's very lucky because it involves the fusion of the 4 ancient magical elements. Divinatory meaning is wait until feelings have cooled before tackling an emotional issue. And an empowerment phrase is I value nature's gifts. For that one.
Beautiful.
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 I just have like black rocks scattered all over my bed now.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I got crap scattered everywhere. The struggles of getting ready for a show real quick.
Right.
Quick, everybody in your place and get
everybody
places, everyone.
So like I think the last one you had down was Aragonite.
Yes, Aragonite. So this one, also one of my all-time favorite stones. So I just wanted to touch on it. I think it's hard to say whether it's in the blue, brown or orange kind of section because it comes in both shades sort of, but I just wanted to talk about it now and then we can touch on it again during the orange section if you guys would like to remind you. Let's grab. I have like 6 pieces of aragonite, but you guys are going to see why it's my favorite because it's just such a fun stone.
I said that wrong. Aragonite. I said argonite. It's aragonite?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Whoopsies.
See, you have to be a humble witch. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Whoopsies. Learn from it.
Yes.
Um,
I will just touch on it real quick. Find some pieces. They are like little sea anemones, explosions, or clusters of fun. But
I love it. Clusters of fun.
they are
Oh yeah, I think I
That's a
tried that
cluster
one
of fun.
before.
That's cool.
they're totally nuts.
They kind of look like atoms a little bit.
Yeah. They are. Wow.
Like explosions.
Yeah.
These are associated with like creativity and sexuality. So if you want to kind of spice things up in the bedroom, try something new. Keep a little aragonite with you.
Hell yeah.
For art, if you got something to do, something to create, this is your thing. You know, a lot of people associate it with creation because it sort of looks like a big bang, you know. It's
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
outward. Yeah.
I like it.
So
Meteor
really
or something.
for that reason. Yeah. It can be associated with all of that good stuff, but it's just a beautiful, fun stone. But you can see it's brownish, orangish.
Yeah.
They're brown.
This
So I
one's
want to get you
more
closer.
brown. These ones are kind of more orange.
Yeah.
But
Those
it's
are
just
gorgeous.
like a cluster of explosion.
I didn't realize that that's what that looked like. I've seen it before, but I didn't put the name together with it, I guess, when you said it. I love it.
They are beautiful. Associated with second chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra, it's the orange chakra, also associated with sex, creativity, creation, all of that good stuff. So I just think it's fun though.
They are so much fun. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wicked says, I love that crystal raw. That's the raw form of that crystal, right? That you're showing us?
It is, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing you can talk about is there's some raw versus polished crystals. So like an example of a polished piece of obsidian was like Amber's sphere, you know, but there's also like here, look, I've got a good example. I've got a good example.
I was going to say, I'm like, I don't have a good black or brown.
This is polished emerald. It's been tumbled down by a machine until it's just a little smooth. So it has basically smoothness all around. You know, you can kind of, it's totally smooth. There's a few little cleavages in there, but it's pretty smooth. But
yeah, but
this is raw emerald. So this is basically tumbled for a really long time. You know, I used to have a rock tumbler when I was a kid, and it's like a little tube, and I mean, I'm sure there's like big industrial versions of this now, but you just put a little tube and it would like roll around, and the rock would literally tumble in there for like days until it was smooth and smoother and smoother. You could turn something like this into something like this. Totally fun.
Love it.
But they also have different associations. Sometimes people believe like raw crystals just give you more of basically that raw, powerful energy.
Right, yeah.
It's not tainted in any way. Yep.
Yeah. It might be a little harder to channel, so some people might go for the smoother energy of polished rock because it has more of an even energy. across the surface rather than a raw rock. So it just kind of depends on what you're going for. But these can kind of be better for, tumbled rocks are great because I like to have a lot of little pieces I can wear as jewelry or set up on a crystal grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Natural is so beautiful for that one, Wicked says. I know that was a gorgeous natural emerald. Absolutely. That was very striking. That was a lot of green coming through in that.
I love
Rock tumblers are so useful for gems. Yeah, I'm sure they are.
And I have different pieces of emerald from different places, and they all have different energies too. Like I know Brazilian emerald is highly associated with like Brazilian witchcraft. Like they use it over there as like an offering to Yamaya, who's like they believe in Brazil, at least in the Brazilian African diaspora, they believe that Yamaya is a patron of like fishermen and fishing because she's like an ocean goddess. So all the fishermen have like a big festival every year for Yamaya, and they offer like flowers and emerald as her stone. I know pearls she likes as well, and all this stuff. But yeah, so Brazil has like different energy than emerald that's found elsewhere, as do all stones, I think.
Right. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So too. Based on
work with what you got.
Bingo. Work with what you got.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy every crystal out there. Work with what you got. You can find it in your damn driveway. Excellent. Well, thank you, Tilly. That was her last stone. She had massive information.
Sorry for that word vomit. Sorry, I just talked your ears off.
No, that's what all of us are going to be doing on the stone one, honestly. Like, that's what it's all about, baby.
I mean, I have some...
Forever.
Yeah,
I know. I feel like, I have this information, but the way you have explained all your crystals that you have, I'm like, there is no way I can explain it like that. I do have information, though, so.
Well, information is good. That's what we're going for.
All right, so let's start with black tourmaline, also known as a... Huh?
I didn't say that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Black tourmaline, also known as a scroll. Sorry for my pronunciation. It's a popular stone used in a spiritual practice. It's used for protection, working or living in uncomfortable and challenging places. Stones act as like a vacuum cleaner, so it cleanses all the negativity and cleansing your auric field. Also great for anyone struggling with anger, excessive anger, and unwanted thoughts. Also acts as a transmuter, taking the negative energy surrounding you and purifying it so it can be used within. Has a positive effect as well with strengthening the immune system, balancing and activating the left and right side of the brain. Also detoxifying the body of all impurities, as well healing the physical body and also protecting it. I'm sorry. Also blocks electromagnetic waves like cell phones, laptops, TVs, and all other small electronics. It's good to have around while you're using these small electronics for an extended period of time, just kind of to block out that electronic energy. Tourmalines of all kinds can be found on every continent on Earth. Crystal forms of these are rare and also very extremely expensive. That's has been used and traded since ancient time and only became popular fashion about 150 years ago. Tourmaline of all color can be used electronically charged. Simply rubbing your fingers on the ends will conduct enough to attract dust particles or other crumbs. That's kind of just like some of the information that I have. It deals with the root chakra. The properties of the tourmaline, creativity, protection, clearing, grounding, purification, cleansing, mastering fear, transformation of negative energies, emotional understanding, and strength.
That's like an all-around like powerhouse, really.
Yeah. I noticed like everything that I looked up. I'm like, I like this one. I need this one.
Also good jewelry because of that protective power. It's absorbing the bullshit. But also, to mention, the ones that are good for absorbing the bullshit, you're gonna want to, if you use them regularly to do so, you kind of want to cleanse them of that bullshit. Leave them out in the moonlight, or black tourmaline. Like, certain rocks you can use underwater, just to cleanse them. There's lots of different ways to cleanse crystals, using different elements, whatever it might be. You can cleanse it just if you're with your energy, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you really want to, just holding it, focusing on it, putting your light in it until it feels like somewhat lighter to you, until it feels cleansed to you.
Mm-hmm. You can put it in the ground.
Yes. Give your attention to your stones. Check in with them. Be like, hey, does this feel pretty heavy? Feel kind of.
Yeah. What kind of vibe you get from it? Yeah. Does it feel like it needs to like detox itself?
Think of your stones that you want to use as your personal, your personal guidance, your personal divination, your personal work. Those are the stones you want to. My growers out there, you want to treat as your plants. You want to check in on them. You want to make sure that they still have, that their energy is still good, that they don't have that bad energy, that they're not dying and wilting or what have you. In relation to the stone, not necessarily the plant. But yeah, definitely.
All right. Next, tiger eye. This is kind of my personal favorite, just because colors and just how it is. It's brown and yellow and golden in colors. Also a quartz replacement of chirate. Did I chop that?
I don't know. Spell it.
Corderite.
Oh.
Corderite. Sorry. It shows band of bright reflection and gives off a silky lush with a cat eye. It's first reported in 1892 by J.D. Dana, named after an actual tiger eye, mainly found in East Asia. Gives a strong solar energy and powerful vibration of vitality, clarity, and creativity. Why can I not talk today?
Because we're high.
Yeah, I know. Calls primarily strength, which energizes the body, strengthening and fortifying the physical body. Immensely, it boosts one's will and creativity or creative energy, giving one the deserve to create and force to carry the desire into the physical realm. Associated with overcoming fatigue and discomfort or disencouragement, fully carry out directive of the will. Mental clarity and balance, enhances one logic, aids in balancing polarities, and opens one's mind to paradoxes. It's like an aid for disagreement of all sides, kind of just like the stone, just the tiger eye. It sees everything. Even if you look at a tiger eye, the way the dimensions are. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like that neutral, we're all coming together, I see all your point of views kind of thing. It helps establish a spiritual balance and stamina, allowing one to stay grounded in their faith. Physically, it aids in hormonal balance, used to maintain health in the lungs, and reproductive organs. Recommend to wear on the right arm because you may overheat on the left arm by wearing it. That's an interesting fact.
That is a very. Say that one more time so I understand it better.
Okay, so if you're gonna wear like a tiger eye, like on a bracelet or whatever, you should wear it more on your right arm than your left because you tend to overheat when you wear it on your left. Does it affect if you're left-handed though? Because I'm left-handed.
Right? I don't like. Is it
I don't
dominant?
know. I don't.
Or is it
I just
like
kind of.
very interesting? Yeah.
Yeah, that's just an interesting. I'm like, okay, hey, maybe maybe someone was like, oh yeah. Anyways, tiger eye harmonizes well with malachite, kiterite, jasper, like most types, in quartz. Moldavite enhances positive transformal energy, helps tiger eye become unstuck for certain binding situation through tiger's eye virtual and strength. The properties bring strength, balance, creativity, intuition, protection, prosperity, balancing polarities, longevity, creating your own reality, luck, and good fortune.
Good fortune.
Yes.
All right, I need to hit this. Hold on. Break.
Yeah, let's do a bowl, huh?
For real.
Let's do a little hit.
For real. I've been
Tiger's
sucking
eye.
on this little joint here, but I'll load one up real quick. Hello, Cam. She is in chat. How you doing, sweetheart? How are you? Our happy fake Cam.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We could go on and on and on, just like that. No.
Hell yeah. What'd I say? Hell yeah, right?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Lisa's catchphrase. In case you guys haven't caught on to that.
what?
Yeah, that's my
Lisa's catchphrase.
I say that a lot, obviously.
Yeah, that's like
We love
Alicia,
it.
like, she doesn't say abracadabra. She says
Hell
hell
yeah.
yeah. That is incantation.
For sure. Fucking cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Here
It
too.
is right here. Excuse me, while I die, I'm going to mute.
Hopefully I don't die. Hold on, I'm gonna take a little drink. All right, now we move on to black jade.
Woo!
It's associated with being like the bodyguard and a stone for protection. It's a strong elemental energy shields not only the physical body but guards against negative forces or entities, energy vampires, or people projecting anger and aggression. It defines against its more effective fields of negative energy. It's particularly helpful in times of war or world crisis. So it's just a very like your shield, your protective shield, your stone. It's also important. It's also an important tool for looking inward and allow for honest self-evaluation and help absorb and transform unhealthy and destructive emotions. Jade in all form is valued most for its metaphysical properties. It is the ultimate dream stone, revered in ancient cultures as well as today. To access the spiritual world, gained insight. Cherished as a protective talisman, assuring long life and peaceful death, is considered a powerful healing stone. An amulet of good luck and friendship, jade signifies wisdom gathering and tranquility, dispelling the negative and encouraging one to see oneself as they are. Black jade in the home encourage respect and a voice for young to oldest. It's balancing if certain members of dominant are clever with words or manipulative. In the workplace, It works against those greedy for power using and means to succeed, and against controlling personalities who sweep everyone along with unreasonable demands. It is excellent for healing feelings of guilt and for extreme cases of defeatism. It is also treat pathologically normality, an excessive desire to adapt oneself to a group, even if it's sect like exaggerated materialism, a follow the leader attitude, or the compulsive desire to give in the general opinion to belong no matter the cost. A jade pendant and a necklace protects against deception and authorized or authoritative abuse for financial or sexual gain. It is also excellent travel stone of protection. It also is a good amulet to wear when feeling insecure or afraid. When paired with a malachite, did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, malachite will support you in having a better appreciation of your dreams and desires. The properties of this is calming and patience, dreams, love and relationships, joy, protection, physical healing, abundance, inner peace, peace of mind, transmutation of negative energies, longevity, connection with nature, astral travel, elimination toxin, lucid dreaming, self-healing, fertility, and pregnancy. Okay, so there's that.
Excellent. So that is black jade. That was black jade, right?
Yeah, that was black jade.
Cool.
Last but not least, and I actually have the most. This is the most. The petrified wood crystal, part of the jet part. This is the petrified wood. When wood dries, it has a short period of time to prepare itself for purification. If wood can manage to quickly be covered with fine sedimentary stone after its death, it will become purified wood, allowing preservation of the wood's original form. Preservation of the wood's original form. When petrified, it will preserve the most minute details such as wormholes, fungi, and growth rings. Oh, that's really pretty.
That's a good big piece, honey.
I know,
This is
right?
The texture, yeah, this is insane. My dad actually found this.
Oh
How
wow.
cool is that?
And this is petrified wood from, you can actually see like the tree, the bark, this is like part of a tree, and you can see the core of the tree that was on the inside, and this is the outside texture of the bark, but you can see it's all
Amazing.
fossilized and petrified
Right.
into this.
It's like glazed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really awesome little piece here.
That is a beautiful piece.
Big old chunk. Just
Oh,
love
yeah.
how you can see that little inside of
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. my finger slipped.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, just like as you said, commonly referred as fossilized or agadized wood, and has been identified as a member of the quartz family. The wood appears as if it was remained, but this is only the outer physical form of the wood. After purification is complete, all the wood is replaced by silicon dioxide. Did you say right there? Yeah. Reason why we see this as part of the quartz family. Allow us to tap into our patience. It represents our journey of spiritual growth at a steady and consistent pace, allowing one to become more trusting in the process of life, in the journey of evolution. If you feel that bad feeling, trust the obstacles thrown in your path, and that's something with this, to have is telling you to trust it.
trust the growth that you're trying to get.
Yeah, you know. When holding or wearing petrified wood, we are allowing and trusting the timing of the divine and are noticing the signs along the way. Those undergoing change and transformation can ease the process of chaos by wearing petrified wood around the neck. When unpreventable change happens, petrified wood shares with us a vision of itself 2 million years ago and reminds us that we are a part of the great wheel of life, and that it is okay to surrender to change no matter how painful it may seem. These ancient trees have withstood and experienced the earliest days of our planet. One of the most popular and historical specimens can be found in Holbrook, Arizona. I think I said that right. The trunks are 200 feet long and have petrified. The site is referred to as the Petrified Forest.
I've been there. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I have pictures that's fucking fabulous. If I can dig and find them, I will try to put them on the Can of Coven.
Yes, please. I want to see that. That's awesome.
I don't know where they're at though. So
That's okay.
don't count on them. That was years and years and years and years ago. Tristan
Okay.
was like 5.
Wow. Okay. It helps with putting past struggles into new strength. Withstood the test of time because of this. It is powerful ability to teach us about Earth true history. Paired with serpentine or aqualamura, I don't know that one. You can learn about ancient civilization and the original seeding of our planet that led to our evolution. I guess if you want to get like really closer into like the depth of the history, you know, having these around as you meditate.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels powerful. Like I just feel like this is straight up a tree.
Yeah, it does.
It's amazing. Truly.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. It's also
I
good.
wish I could.
Oh.
Guys, if we could all pass the circle.
I know.
Right? Seriously, I do. I want to touch it.
Tree bark.
I wish we all had one in like the way we could just like all this petrified wood is good pairing with bloodstone for increasing physical strength. Any member of the courts, especially jaspers and agates. If you want to get more in touch with your past life, alexandrite.
Alexandrite.
Yeah, there. Thank you. Yeah. Helps rid themselves of any negative generic programming of paradigms that limit or these limit emotional patterns and behaviors were passed down to us through several instincts and no longer necessary for our survival, and will assist one in rebuilding expansive belief system that encourage us to absorb ancient wisdom and come back to into balance. So basically, like if touching in with your ancientness, we don't really touch into that because we don't need it for our survival really anymore. Like back then it's like they looked onto more of the spiritual realm of it.
The gods, the nature, everything. They do more with it than we do now.
Yeah. And I think that's
yeah, baby.
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
No. Oh, you want to hear the properties? Sorry, I wrote so much of this. The properties. Sorry, just the last
don't be sorry.
Properties, self-healing, past lives. We just talked about knowledge, physical healing, truth, abundance, growth, ancient knowledge, past life, trust, connection with nature, calming and patience.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is an amazing.
Now I'm done.
I am a little envious of Tilly's piece there, to be honest. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just a come up because my dad found it.
Yeah.
Enough to like buy it.
So I wanted to kind of, in between Chicha and my set of crystals, I wanted to go into chat and just say hey to everybody that is new, that has been here, that have gotten in here for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes that we haven't gotten into chat a whole lot. So hello, Oki. Hello, Mr. Lincoln.
Cheers, guys.
I haven't said hi to you. I apologize.
Yeah.
There was some really good questions in here. Oki, actually, I'm going to try and find it if I can. I don't know if I can, but he did ask how he might be able to get started into witchcraft because he doesn't believe in religion or anything like that. So I know our beautiful Cammie answered for him in chat, but I'd like to go ahead and pose the question to each one of you. If you'd like to go ahead and answer him in any way, shape, or form. White Feather, hello, sweetheart. Everybody, hi too, hello. But yeah, for me, I would say, in my opinion, I always think about what do you get drawn to the most. That's the first thing I think of. Like for me, it was tarot. Truly, it was tarot cards that drew me the most, and then from there, I kind of branched out into just the history is the second thing that drew me because it was just like clicking with me so well. And I'm like, I need to know and learn more. So I went to history. That was what I wanted to know because I wanted to know the history of everything, which that is a good thing to know anyway. I would suggest that being one of the main topics you study. That's my opinion though. Anybody else?
I kind of agree with that. I mean, as long as you, like for me, I kind of knew when I was young, and then as I got older, there was just like certain signs, and I just kind of was like, all right, well, if I'm going to get into it, I'm just going to do what's drawn to me. And, you know, greenery is just I'm very drawn to it. So, yeah. My only advice is what Amber said, just go with what you're drawn to. Whether it's tarot cards or greenery or crystals or divination or I don't know them all.
There are so many things. I would suggest checking out our Facebook group. We do little tidbits of information, educational and otherwise.
Yep.
You know, we're very obviously cannabis friendly there. It's us in there, you know. So
good meat.
But again, honey.
Good memes.
Good
yeah.
The witchcraft for the
it's a party.
Good memes for sure. So, all right. So we're just going to move right motherfucking along to my notes. I'm going to do bronzite, hematite, onyx, and pyrite. I'm also going to follow up with some smoky quartz because we did have a plan for either T or Cammie to do smoky quartz, but that's okay. They weren't able to get on, and that's quite all right. I wrote a little bit of information, but we're going to kind of come together on the smoky quartz issue. We're going to do that one together. So I'm going to start out with hematite. We got the whole factual bullet point thing going on. So hematite was a Greek myth that it was considered Greek. The Greek myth was that Saturn killed his father, a tyrannical god Uranus, and it created the ancient cycle myth, which describes the destruction of the old to make way for the new, which is very basic or base line of hematite. It is cleansing and makes way for that new. So it is often called a bloodstone, though, because when it looks pulverized or heated, it's red. It looks red. So historically, it's been called bloodstone sometimes. Mesopotamians believed that it cured diseases of the eyes and liver. It was also used as a talisman in lawsuits and brought about favorable outcomes, not necessarily just outcomes, but favorable outcomes. The Babylonians made paste out of the hematite. When smeared on warriors, it ensured success in battle. So that's kind of a fun little thing, like hematite paint all over you going to war. Because hematite is associated with the god of war, which is Mars. So in Egypt, It recommends using to control bleeding and reduce inflammation. So it is definitely used for that nowadays as well. It was powdered in ancient Egypt and mixed with honey and oil to treat stomach ailments. So yeah, it's used for palsy and paralysis, especially around the facial area. And in today's crystal work, crystal workers still use it for the ailments that are connected to blood, including anemia, hemorrhage, and circulating problems. So this is a really good, like, just circulation stone to have on you or meditate with, put, wherever on your body where you might be feeling something that is aching or what have you. I mean, that's inflammation, essentially. So yeah. The stone draws heat from the body in conditions like inflammation and arthritis. So like I just said, if you have like an arthritic knee or something, maybe a piece of hematite on that knee for a little while might help out with that intention of it pulling that pain out of there. It's useful also for past life healing that involved wars, wounds, or bloodshed. You can overcome addictions with it. It's routed that are routed in emotional cravings or unfulfilled desires. You can hold hematite to ground the soul back after any spiritual work. So that's actually really important when you're doing any spiritual work, anything like that expends your energy. You can kind of ground yourself back with that stone. I think that's really nice. It overcomes weakness or timidity of any kind. So if you kind of need that like fucking kick in the ass, if you will, hematite's a good one for that too. It enhances self-esteem. There's your kick in the ass again. Wearing it strengthens personal power and magnetism, bringing out your natural charisma. So it just, it's really just one of those feel-good stones that brings out the best in you, I think. And you can carry it to create a powerful shield that protects you from physical and mental stress. So, and that is one of those black stone properties of protection where you can, with that intent of having that on your person, you fight off those physical and mental stresses that are ailing you at the time of the day or what have you. So that is hematite. Anybody got anything else to say about hematite?
But yeah, good for our anemic girls out here. Any of you vegetarians, keep it with your, take some iron pills, put it with your iron pills to encourage your blood to absorb it, because that's often a cause of anemia, is your blood's not absorbing it. So good for that, menstrual problems, those kind of blood issues. Do not forget about that.
Right. Yeah. Anything that's blood circulatory related, definitely. And that's definitely goes hand in hand with that one. I have to admit,
blood pad.
There you go. Yeah, I don't have that problem anymore, and I'm very happy for that.
Oh yeah.
Really am. I really am. All right. So the next thing to talk about is onyx. I actually have an onyx bracelet. Onyx looks a lot like obsidian. If you're not careful, especially with polished obsidian, you can mistake the two. Like, here's my obsidian ball and here's my onyx bracelet. If you didn't know better, you would think they'd be the same damn thing. So the one of those things that you can kind of tell onyx from obsidian, though, or not. Yeah, onyx. Yeah, sorry. I thought I said something different. My brain went weird. But because obsidian is a glass, it has a lesser weight than onyx does. Onyx has that crystalline structure that gives it that weight. So if you have this, obviously is no comparison. I got a massive ass ball of obsidian that obviously weighs more than my fucking little onyx bracelet, but still yet, if it was the same size or whatever, the obsidian would weigh less than the onyx. And if you can't tell that way, then if you can hold it up and see anything through an obsidian will most likely give you that see-through. You can see that light through it. Onyx is going to be solid. You're not going to see that light through onyx. You're going to see that glass through that glass-like through the obsidian. So that's one way to kind of tell if you're wondering if it's obsidian or if it's onyx. I'm sure there are more ways than that to tell, but those are the two that I know of. But anyway, onyx helps people overcome previous relationships and lets go of the past. So it's definitely a stone to help you remove and shed just past lives, past troubles, past anything that you're holding on to. Removes confusion and brings focus, confidence to your abilities and to make good decisions. So I love this. This is one of my favorite. Tiger's Eye and onyx, I'd have to say, are probably two of my favorite stones.
Yeah, I love a tiger eye.
Yeah. It can be good to help break ties and let go. Again, there's that letting go thing. There's a lot of aids in detachment, relieves stress. It also heals the skeletal system. So each stone I think has kind of a property that relates to the body, essentially. And, onyx relates to that skeletal system. So hematite, you could put that stone on that inflammation. Well, this probably would help that too if it's something like with arthritis, because that is with your skeletal system generally, with the bones and stuff. So it's soothing and helping eliminate fears and worries as well. Enhances your emotional balance. It balances your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine. It enhances your self-control, your creativity, so you can access higher inspiration maybe when you have a project coming or things like that. So yeah, that's about all I have on onyx. I don't have all the zodiac and all the other properties, but that's what I got.
Libra.
What?
Libra.
It is Libra.
Libra.
I forgot. That's why I love onyx so much. Girl, love it. Wonderful. So yeah, that is onyx, and onyx it's black and beautiful, and I love it. All right, so the next one I have is pyrite. This one we tried to see if this was pyrite. We're not sure if this is pyrite or not, but it might be this one that I have. Do you have? Oh, see, you're much better. There, we're gonna show Tilly's instead, and we're gonna show her beautiful face and stones while I read. So pyrite can increase your willpower. It enhances manifestation. So hell yeah. It boosts confidence and aids in assertiveness. So it's a lot like the onyx in that way too. Attracting abundance, luck, and wealth. So you got that kind of gold flavor to it, which I think that kind of relates to that abundance, luck, and wealth, in my opinion. Emits a high masculine energy that helps boost to achieve goals. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Mental clarity. It does have earth and fire elements. So with that masculine energy, those earth and fire elements, it helps in determination and strength and sharp focus. Tilly's probably really tired of it being on her. Okay. I just looked up and she's like, okay. Sorry, Tilly.
I mean, I got one right here.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. That's a good picture of that.
That is good.
And it protects you from negative energy. So again, we've got the protecting mode here that we have with the black and brown stones. Emotional healing properties like anxiety, fear, or despair. It helps you on that level. And again, luck, abundance, and wealth. I have that written down twice, so evidently it's a biggie. So excellent. That is cool. So does anybody have anything else to say about pyrite to follow me up?
I have in here in this book, I should have had kind off my books that I have, but says personal, hold a piece of pyrite at the end of a meditation to help ground the energy in your body. In your home, help center the energy in chaotic household. For work, it energizes a workplace or workspace and stimulates the creation of new ideas and solutions. Yeah. That's all I got to add.
Awesome. Sorry, I was catching up on chat while you were reading.
No, that's okay.
Uh,
So I have that iron pyrite is associated with the solar plexus and Aries or Leo zodiac signs. The magical significance can be a large slab of polished pyrite could be used as a scrying mirror. I didn't mention that when I talked about obsidian earlier. Scrying mirrors are often used in witchcraft for divination, often like a crystal ball or water or flame divination. You stare or wax, you would stare into a certain surface, a polished surface, smooth surface, and try to get a message from it, try to divine that way. And so both obsidian is really common for black mirrors, but it says here iron pyrite too as well. Yeah. I do know that also pyrite is used to make Von oil in like hoodoo and voodoo.
yeah.
I've never done it, but I know that they use that for that. Like they infuse the oil with pyrite.
Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. That's
for
good.
Magical.
Yeah. Good random facts on that one. I love that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's how I was like, I should have asked you guys because I didn't have those like mini properties. I didn't have those at the ready for mine. So I love that you've got those at the ready. So
while you were talking, I was like, well, I might as well just open up just in case, why not?
that's how you back a witch up, baby. Because honestly, true humble witch here, I know when I don't know things, and I am not a crystal witch yet. I am not. So all of these are very much looked up and studied and, word vomited to you, not out of knowing, but out of research.
Well, yes.
That's why it feels a little robotic, so I apologize about that. I really do. I wish it felt a little bit more organic, but I don't have the ability. But our beautiful witch Tilly is so organic.
No.
Crystal witch for sure of our coven, or at least one of them. But yes, I would have to say we've got probably about 3 or 4 real big crystal witches in our coven. I would have to say that are definitely in tune to the crystals and know it.
I have a problem right now. If you guys see the massive crystals, that's just If you guys could just see the amount of crystals that I'm currently surrounded by.
Oh no, it's a dream.
It's a dream. It's a dream.
I know. The first time I ever seen like your little like crystal like museum, I should say. It was just I love like how it's glass and like just the way it like just set up and everything.
She's gonna show us again.
Yeah.
I love it. I love her little
The truth is that I have a problem.
Yeah.
No, I love your
problem. I think it's just you feel the good energy.
I love your yeah. See, I love that.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm just
surrounded by crystals. It's amazing.
Now, does each self like to go by color, or do you just put them as as you get them? That's what I'm curious.
As you can see in like the case, I kind of have a color situation. Let's see. Like in the bottom, I don't know. Like
I kind of see it. Yeah.
But like like my red ones and like some purple ones.
That's how mine are kind of too.
There's like slight coordination. But
yeah, I like it.
I'm like always touching them and moving
it like
them.
Flows. That's what I like.
This is like my dead stuff.
Dead stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
She's our bone collector for sure.
Yeah. This is my dead stuff show. This is jasper. This is brown. This is brown. This freaking it's like seashell jasper. There's like all these little inclusions of shells and all that. That's brown and nice. And again, it's good for remembering history and ancestors and evolution and change and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's like shaped in like
also ammonites are often brown.
Ah, yes, ammonites. Oh my God, I never thought of ammonites.
Whoops.
Yeah, those are cool.
I have this opalized one. But these are really good for fertility.
Love it.
Give them to new mothers. If you know someone that's a new mother, give them a big old ammonite.
Wow.
Maybe not this one because it's kind of ugly. Maybe give them the opalized one.
But I still like that. It's still like raw. It's still like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Kind of like my little brown.
Look at them. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Beauteous, babe. Love seeing that.
Thank you guys.
Love it. Thank you for that. All right, so I have one more big one, and then we go on to smoky quartz and
Crystal show.
yeah. See, what do we got going on over here? Grace. Oh, Facebook group title is Canna Coven. It has our logo. There's a few of them. The Facebook group link is in the description below. If you want to go in there, the Facebook link as well as the Instagram link for us called Witchy Weekends with a Z at the end, underscore in the middle of it is down below as well for you to grab if you'd like to follow and join. So yeah, we'd love to have you. Okay, so next we have bronzite. And honestly, so this was one of the ones, yeah, I know. Okay, I love that you're cheering for this one because I did not know shit about bronzite before I started researching it. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What? This is a fantastic motherfucker.
But it's a good one.
It's a good one.
It is. That's
just the little things that I'm reading right now.
About it, but got caught up. T knows a good stone. So if T wants really excited to talk about it, it's a good motherfucking stone.
Exactly. T was planning on doing smoky quartz and bronzite when we those were the two that she really wanted to grab and talk about. So
it has a big, I wish she was here because she is the most beautiful big chunk of it.
I know.
Yeah, she does.
So pretty.
She really does. She really does. Maybe we can get her to take a picture of it and put it on our group page.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so bronzite again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's the bullet point research. So the power lies in its iron core. Ancients considered iron a gift from the gods because it came from the sky in meteorites. A Roman historian referred to it as, quote unquote, bones of the gods. It may aid in chronic exhaustion, dramatically improving core strength. It balances masculine and feminine energies within the body or psyche. It helps you be more assertive, standing up for yourself, and in decision making, which we've actually gone over a few stones that have been able to do that, I think. A magical protector, so it may amplify and exacerbate effects of ill intent, of spells or and psychic attack. So you want to be careful. It is a magical protector, but if you don't have pure intent, it sounds like it'd probably backfire in your ass. If you add black tourmaline, which we talked about earlier with Chicha, to the mix, it'll stop an energetic attack, and it, the fuck did I write?
I know that.
Motherfucker.
Like, what?
Something about a connection it cuts. I thought that was an I. It's a U. It cuts a connection permanently. So if you're cutting a cord, use that black tourmaline and bronzite together. That's good. Sorry. Energetically cleanses your environment, transmuting negative energies and creating a ring of protection. So it is an excellent protection stone. It's used as a shamanic stone. It can take you and journey you to other worlds to find your power animal, and it can guide you to the core of your true self. So this is where I was like, wait a minute, this could like seriously go into that inner being, inner self, just like help you reach down. Energetically increase the assimilation of iron and boost circulation of red blood cells and enhance the passage of energy throughout the body. So because of that iron core, you have that iron ability for that circulation, which is something that we talked about with an, was it pyrite, I believe it was?
I think.
It's a pain reliever. It may regulate over acidity and prevent muscle cramps. So this would probably be a good one to use along with something. I mean, this is actually excellent because it deals with the circulation as well when it comes to menstrual, what we were talking about before, because now it's talking about relieving muscle cramps. So I remember what those were like. And the magnetic flow provides an inner compass in finding direction, both physically and spiritually. So that iron core, again, with that pyrite is just very, very powerful and can do a lot of things for you. So that's what I found out about bronzite. Did I just say pyrite? Whoopsie, bronzite. So I would love it if anybody else has any more information, because I think this, I want some motherfucking bronzite now.
I know it to be the stone of courtesy, basically. So it instills a polite nature in yourself, and even wearing it as jewelry can, or having it around, can instill a polite nature in those around you.
Okay.
So I think it's nice for that purpose. I've heard that it's good for like alkalinity type thing. Like any sort of like transformation, any like normal cycle within the body. That's why I think like menstrual issues as well, it could be beneficial towards.
Nice.
Beautiful stone though.
I know. I love how it swirls together and stuff like that. I have, let's see if I can find the pyrite in here that I was looking up. It was so pretty. Maybe. Or not pyrite. Why do I keep saying pyrite? Ah. Never mind. I can't find it quick.
Here's another piece of petrified wood.
Oh, bronzite. Here it is. Oh, yeah. That's a good piece of, or a good. That's showing that it can get lighter, you know, the different variations, striation, all that.
Right. All the rings.
Yeah. Really showing the wood look. So this is the bronze. Oh God, I hate this goddamn camera. There it is. There's the bronzite picture.
Yeah.
I just love how it blends colors together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's like, it just, you know, it's all crazy, but it just works and it meshes together and it's a whole.
Yeah. All right, so that is bronzite, and then smoky quartz, which I'm just going to touch very lightly on, because smoky quartz it's really good for a lot of things because it's in the quartz family anyway. But you can use it for other specific things because it's of the smoky variety and the gray black variety as well. So these are the little things that I have. If anybody wants to follow up with that, I'm sure there's a lot more information than what I have out there. It is sacred to ancient Druids and Celts. Marian, I believe it is pronounced, was an ancient Scottish name for it. So a little history there. It symbolizes dark power of earth, gods and goddesses. So that shadow of things, it's what it represents. Excellent. Oh my God, look at that fucking crystal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm in love.
Way better than these books.
I am in love. An essential ingredient in a magician's toolkit, because this is definitely able to be used for a lot of different things. It can. And that's another thing that can be used as, you know, something for like a crystal ball, you know, different divination type of tools as well. Shields against dark psychic attacks and transmute negative energies. This is probably one of the biggest things it does. It is this in itself. So if you carry it on your person, going through, you know, just the world, you know, get those negative energies away from you. This is what this can do. Today, because we have so much electromagnetic smog with Wi-Fi emanations and geopathic stress, which there's quite a few of these stones that we've talked about today actually do repel those things. And this is one of them as well. It carries underlying properties of quartz, like I was talking about before. So it does have all of those quartz properties as well that you're going to find in the rose quartz. You're going to find in the clear quartz and all that jazz. And it energetically removes toxins from the body. So I'll put you down, sweetheart. You're like, okay. So yeah, removing those toxins from the body. Oh, now she poses. You're so adorable. And restores vigor and shines light on a gift that may be hiding in the shadows of your inner being. So if you want to do a meditation, try and find, that really deep inner self. What the hell's my fucking purpose type of shit, right? This could help you do that. So that's what I got on smoky quartz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's the shit. That's pretty much all. It's just like great thing. This one's all banged up because I literally just like put it in the bath with me. I bring it everywhere. Like I'll throw it in my bag. Like I just love this rock so much. So it's just
and my book, it says in the home, keep it on a nightstand to elevate daily stress alleviate daily stress and negativity as you sleep. For work, set it next to your computer. Yeah, set it next to your computer or your phone to absorb all the electromagnetic pollution.
All that yuck. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're feeling overwhelmed or scatterbrained, hold a smoky quartz while meditating for a deep grounding. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This one looks almost in my book it says gray and brown, but it almost looks.
It's got a red tinge to it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like.
It could be the picture though too, just the way they took that picture.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know these camera angles yet.
But I mean, we've got it right. The proof in the pudding right here in Tilly's. Like that is some gorgeous smoky quartz right there, man. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's got to look. That looks. Got some.
Yeah, it's like a Neapolitan to the one that Tilly has.
Yeah.
This looks like a sundae.
It does look like a sundae.
I want to eat it. Oh.
I like these like little baby.
Look at those little shards. Or the little.
Look at those. Those are awesome. I like those. Those are great for crystal grids.
Yeah, those are perfect actually.
Yeah, I love having little crystal points, just to throw in little spell jars or just have around, put in a necklace. Good for crystal gridding.
Yeah.
Of these little babies. I've had them before.
Those are so adorable. I love it. So on that note, actually, on ways to be able, I mean, we've talked about, all of the different properties of all these stones. So one thing we didn't really get into because there was so much fucking information to relay to you guys is, what can you do with these stones to help you with these properties to actually activate them for you, if you will. And, Tilly's mentioned a couple of things already just in showing her crystal, this one specifically of putting in the tub with her. So that's one thing you can do these things as long as the crystal can be immersed in water. Please research your fucking crystals. And if you cannot put them in water, don't try it because there's a reason why they say don't do it. It could dissolve. It could, crack and come apart. It could rust. There's a lot of different things things like hematite. Hematite will rust if you get that wet. Do not get that wet. So different things like that. But for instance, a bath with your crystal. I don't put my crystals in the bath. I actually put them around my bathtub so that I still have the energy around me. It's just not in the tub with me. That way, it's another way for you to be able to use those energies without harming the crystal. Like if I wanted to take hematite to the tub with me and not get it wet type thing. That is gorgeous. Is that smoky quartz again?
Yeah, with some amethysts.
Yeah, so I've had this.
Yeah. That's a crystal grid.
I deprogrammed it a while ago. Yes, but this is my little baby. It's like a Star of David crystal grid. I'm not afraid to just like fuck with it right now because I've deprogrammed it and it's done its job and all that good jazz. Sort of just decoration now. But,
Thank you.
This is my little thing. Yes. So this is like a pretty simple crystal grid. You don't have to have a base of any kind. You can grid them any way you like.
Mhm.
I just like this one because I'm Jewish and whatever. But you can choose anything that any symbol or whatever that has magical significance to you. A lot of people do sacred geometry symbols and all of that. But the central stone is really important. That's like your key one. I chose smoky. This one was for nightmares. I did smoky quartz and amethyst to also assist in like, just nice, healthy, happy sleep. And something I'll often do is either like write on a little piece of paper and set it either under the stone, or if I'll usually like burn a candle while I'm activating it. I'll set the note under a candle. Like I think you can see I have one under my little candle here now. Just write whatever I want to happen on a piece of paper, light my candle while I'm activating my grid. I use here like a clear quartz point, this bad boy. And I will set the crystals where I want them to be. This one was for, this was to deflect nightmares. So the smoky quartz was doing its job to banish the nightmares. So I chose that big old piece of smoky quartz and my little babies with the smoky points pointing in to help kind of strengthen that center point. Amethyst to aid with help with sleep. And then you kind of call down on your whatever powers that you might believe in, your ancestors, the universe, whatever it might be. Kind of focus, meditate your power, and most people will draw that energy down. Most people use like a clear quartz point, or it could be a wand, whatever. You could probably just use your finger if you wanted, but just to connect all of the stones together and to that central point, kind of. It's called activating the grid, but that is a basic rundown of grids.
Yes, I love it. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
And thank you for showing us that. That was absolutely gorgeous, a gorgeous grid that you have going on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's another way to be able to use the stones is creating a grid.
Yes.
For sure.
And they're just so beautiful. Good decoration.
Yes, absolutely. You can, carry them in your pocket. If I think I mentioned that on one of the ones that I was talking about. So, having those intentions as well as the properties of that stone with you, getting that intention as you put that in your pocket and go about your day with that intention that stone is going to give you, and that's another way that you can use that stone. Using it as while you meditate. Either if you want to meditate laying down and you put the stone, wherever you need to put it. Like there's a couple of stones that dealt with inflammation. If you need, something like that, you meditate and put something on whatever's hurting and meditate with intention that way on drawing it out. It's another way to do it. What do you think, guys? Anything else?
Having it on your person is like awesome. Like just putting it in your, or like wearing it as jewelry, even like this one is citrine and labradorite, and this necklace here. So just having it like on your person, like
we want to see better. It's such a beautiful piece.
It is. It's so beautiful.
My favorite necklace. But it's good because it just holds it to your skin.
Right.
Actually have
that energy is close and yeah. Touching you is obviously going to be more potent, more, drawing, if you will, I guess you could say. Feel maybe a little bit more. I mean, I guess it really kind of depends on how strong the intention. What?
Sorry. It gives the opportunity like for other people, to like kind of benefit off that stone too. Like if they see that on your person, or they can be like affected by it, or benefited. Or like, even the jade bracelet, like it has there's like superstition and East cultures that if you like break a jade bracelet, it's taken the fall for something bad that was supposed to happen to you. So that's like there are like different beliefs for different stones like that too. So many ways.
So many.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. see how long we've been live, because for some reason it won't tell me anymore on the panel. I don't know
It
why.
says 1 hour and 44 minutes.
Have we really been 2 hours long? This is
Yeah.
how, see, oh my God. We're going to have to shorten this probably a little bit for next week on crystals, because maybe 12.
Oh, we did talk about 12.
Yeah, maybe 12 was too many.
Was 12 too many, chat? Like, how
Yeah,
many?
was this too many? Was this too much
The
information?
2 hour.
This is our first one.
Oh, he says 104 minutes, Jacob. Yeah.
Okay. So on that note, we're still going to do the after party and open up the panel. I did not expect this to go as long as it did.
Yeah, but well, we got to talk about, a lot of crystals and, and just explaining and smoking weed and laughing and having a good time and learning and cheersing and hell yeah.
And we're grabbing our bongs now.
I know. I got a fresh. I'm ready.
We always.
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, yes, hold on. I gotta pack mine too.
Jason, I like the show. It's a cool show. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. So you guys don't mind us talking almost 2 hours about 12 crystals for each color? I mean, we could probably do that, right? I mean, that gives them a broad spectrum.
Pretty broad. 22 next time. Oh my goodness.
22. All right.
Double it up. Oh my goodness. Holy smoke.
We need more of our panel up here.
We do.
We're gonna talk about 22.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help. For sure. All right. Everybody, we are coming back within 5 minutes to the after party for episode 7. We're opening up the panel to whomever wants to talk, chat, smoke. We can go in depth into crystals. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, our goodbye chant. Here we go. Do we remember
You
it?
guys know it?
Damn it. No.
Air above, earth below, fire, smoke within.
And out you blow.
And out you blow.
I think that's the only part I remember.
All right, you guys. See you.
Peace.
We'll wait till Tilly's done with her hit. She's got to get her bong than the rest of us. We forget sometimes.
Aw.
I gotta clear that whole thing, guys.
Go.
All right. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you on the flip side.